YouTube, B Smokehouse back here with you. And tonight we're going to get started on some Cornish hens. I'm going to put these on the rotisserie. So here what I have is I've got two different salts. I've got some seasoned salt. This is that Fiesta brand. I've got some pink Himalayan salt. Not using kosher salt today. The grains are so big that they tend to get everywhere else except on the protein. Now, I'm not saying that I'm stopping using kosher salt. Just for this recipe, we're going to change it up a bit. I'm using the seasoned salt because it has a bit more than just salt in it. So we're going to go down first. Again, I'm using my hands. I don't have any gloves today. I'm out of gloves. So now we're just going to go one by one getting these seasoned up. Let's get it done. So first thing I'm doing is going with the seasoned salt. Again, seasoned salt brings so many other complementary flavors than just salt. All right. All right. So this would be known as a dry brine. These are going to be placed on a cookie sheet, so air goes all around the chicken and even under the chicken, and placed into my fridge overnight. Now we are doing rotisserie style chicken. This will be on a I've got a universal rotisserie that I use over my Weber Kettle. You guys have seen it used before in some of the other videos that I've used that rotisserie on. We are going to make sure these are full of flavor. We're going to season that cavity and getting them rotisserie style cooked. Stay tuned. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes. Let's get them flipped over. And then we're going to do the same exact thing to that back side. It's going to also make sure that these stay extra juicy. One of the things about cooking with rotisserie is that we allow these proteins to baste in their own fat as they slowly turn. And that keeps things juicy. I've done these before on the channel. I believe I've spatchcocked them, cut them in half. I believe I've also smoked them whole before as well. Just a different take. But these can easily dry out if you're cooking at too high of a temperature. Really, after the brine, you can fry these, deep fry them if you want. You can bake them. Some awesome baked Cornish hens. There's a lot of different methods you can use with this. Now I'm going to get these back on my rack and into the fridge, ready for tomorrow's cook. I'll bring you guys back when I have that done. Alright, so I have these on a sheet pan on top of a wire rack. So these are going to go into my fridge overnight, probably for the next 8 to 12 hours. That salt is going to help pull out excess moisture while pulling in flavor through osmosis, right? I did clean these. I wiped them down with some vinegar, got in there and scrubbed as best as I could in the cavities. And then I took a lime to them, right? With all that salt on them, we're going to get a nice marinade together. This Cornish hen will sit in this marinade for the next 2 to 3 hours before I get a fire started, put it on a spit, and get it roasted. So we're going to start off with, this is half of a small white onion. Real easy green marinade. I'm going in with a half of a jalapeno. Again, I'm leaving the whites in and the seeds. Alright, I'm going in with about 6 to 8 cloves of garlic. Real simple. Bring in some flavor. I've got cilantro, stems and leaves. I've also got some parsley. Putting the chicken down with this delicious marinade. Stay tuned. Alright, so I've got my green marinade here. I've got Try to touch every part of these Cornish hens with that marinade. All right. It is coming out a bit spicy. I'm getting heat, like smell heat, and it's hitting my eyes from those jalapenos. That's fine. It's going to be delicious, and more than likely, majority of that heat's going to disperse with time and with cooking. So we only went with a half of jalapeno. Should be just fine. All right. Alright, let's get these on a spit. They're still quite moist, that's fine. Once I'm able to get them all on here, I'll get them tied down as well as a bit dried off, which I'm going to run a pretty hot fire, direct fire, straight over those coals. So the moisture in this should not be an issue. 1, 2, 3, 4 Cornish hens. Now, over the time of the cook, because I got these so close, I'm thinking it's going to take a few hours, and because we have a larger mass than just cooking 1 or 2 on this spick. Now, these are seasoned. Not going to hit anything else with season. Remember, we started this off with a salt brine, a dry brine. I've got a fire going. I've got to wait till I get some nice hot charcoals going. I'm rolling with a combination of Post Oak and some pecan. Once I have some nice embers produced, and I'm cooking with wood only, that's when I'll go ahead and get this on the motor, get it plugged in. I'll show you guys everything. Stay tuned. Looks like a catastrophe, but I promise you it's smelling good. It's gonna cook well, and then what I'll do, I'll pull it off the spick at the end of this cook and show you the actual finished product. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I just got the spick on the motor. I'll be intertwining pieces of pecan with Post Oak. We got a nice smoke coming off there. This recipe here, cooking it on a rotisserie, you should get a nice wisp of smoke, which means on the tongue feel, it'll be a very light smoke to non-existent. We're doing this for the flavor, the big flavors. I do realize I could have positioned these chickens, these Cornish hens, a different way, or I could have just, smoked them. However, I feel like this would give the best flavor, the most maximum flavor, right? And it doesn't take all day. So I'm estimating this will probably take an hour, max 2, maybe 2.5. Started at a good time. It is absolutely hot out here in this portion of Texas. But again, we salt brine these Cornish hens, so again, juiciness should be at a maximum. I'll bring you guys back when I start spritzing with my butter spray and doing whatever else that I'm going to do. If I see that these chickens are cooking a bit too fast, I will more than likely tinker with the fire. Right, currently I've got another stick that is a pecan on there burning down. If that gets too hot, I'll move it to the other side. All right, stay tuned. All right guys, so this is about 55 minutes to an hour. What I'm worried about is the internals of these Cornish hens. I do see that we have some clear liquid dripping off of these. That lets me know a portion of this chicken is cooked through, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start slowly moving my charcoals directly under the chicken, and then probably in the next 5-10 minutes, I'm going to start temping those breasts and tipping that dark meat. Stay tuned. All right, here's my finished products. Again, these are Cornish hens. I've taken this one and went ahead and split it down the middle. I've already been eating on 2 of the legs. Pretty delicious. You get that unique rotisserie flavor. It almost tastes like a baked or roasted chicken. I really did myself a favor by dry brining these overnight. Made sure that they didn't dry out. These are really easy to dry out, especially on a rotisserie when you're cooking with wood. Since wood has many inconsistencies in temperature, I know and I could hear from the sizzle of this chicken cooking that we had many inconsistencies. However, that dry brine overnight, as well as the spray butter that I use is a buffer. Right, so let's see what we're looking like. Right, again, this is one side of that chicken here. Let's get this out of the way. I'm not going to eat this right now. I'm probably going to sit down and watch some football, and then I'll commence, because this still has a ways to cool off. Still juicy. We saw that when it was turning on the spick, right? Let's see if I can get some of this out of here. Ooh, still hot, really hot. I like the flavors I did. So I did that green seasoning, which I'm calling the green seasoning, right? The jalapeno, the cilantro, the fresh parsley. See that? Still juicy. I'm gonna get into some of this board juice. Still juicy. Really good. It's juicy throughout. It's salted throughout. The combination of that Himalayan pink salt and that seasoned salt, the flavors from that seasoned salt really come through. Now, there are some areas on this chicken where the skin is crispy, then some not so much. I'm okay with that. Generally, if you pick one of these rotisserie chickens up from the grocery store, your skin is not going to generally be crispy. Also, from the basting, but that skin is bite through. Really good. You can really taste that green seasoning. I also came back in before I put this on the rotisserie spit and got it over that grill. I came in with some herbaceous seasoning from one of my favorite store-bought seasonings. You can taste it. Tastes even better. The flavors are amplified because those seasonings have hydrated and then they've been roasted off over that Post Oak and pecan fire. Really delicious. Moist, succulent, juicy flavor, man. This is really good. Guys, if you haven't done so, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until the next video, be Smokehouse out.